Joslin Memorial Library Storytime, March 30th, 2020. What I love about maple trees.
Good morning, everybody. It's so good to see you again. But I have to say, I told you last week that Library Bear was going to be here, and I've been looking for him all morning long, and I haven't seen him anywhere. I don't know, maybe he'll show up later. I think we should just get started. We'll sing our good morning song, and hopefully we'll see him at some point. I don't know. Here we go. Good morning, dear Earth. Good morning, dear sun. Good morning, dear rocks and the flowers, everyone. Good morning, dear animals and the birds in the trees. Good morning to you. Good morning to me. I think I'm gonna go follow Library Bear and see what he's doing. Hey, Library Bear. Hi. Whoa, what are you doing? That's amazing. What is going on here? Whoa. It looks like you have a tiny little maple syrup evaporator. Is that what that is? Whoa, cool. I can see, ooh, it's hot. You've got a fire going under there, huh? Yeah, I can see the smoke coming out. And you have some, is that maple syrup in there? Almost. Oh yeah, it looks like it's boiling down. Where did you get this sap from anyway? Oh, did you tap this tree? Is that sap coming out of the tree? Whoa. Wow, Library Bear, that's really special. Can I have a little taste? Thank you. So good. It tastes a little bit like water, but there's a little bit of sweetness to it, and it's really, really tasty. Thank you for letting me try that. Wow. I'll give that back to you. Thank you. I wonder, could I taste some of the maple syrup too? Ooh. Wow. Oh, thank you so much. Well, I'm gonna take a little taste. That is really good. Ooh. Oh, it's all gone. This is just the right size for you, Library Bear, but it's kind of tiny for me. I wish I had a little bit more. Oh, wait a second. Library Bear, I have some more. I have a person-sized evaporator, not a puppet-sized one. Yeah, it's like really big. Yeah, I should go. Actually, you know what? I think I've got some wood on it right now. It's burning right now. I need to go. Oh my gosh, I forgot to check on it. I gotta go. Okay, bye Library Bear. Thank you. See ya. Fire's looking good on my evaporator. We'll come back here in a little bit, but first, I think we should maybe go check on some trees and see exactly what we did to get this sap here in the evaporator. So now that it's springtime, the trees are getting this message, and nature is telling them basically, hey, the days are a little bit warmer, they're a little bit longer, it's time for you to start thinking about growing your leaves. And to do that, the trees need to get a lot of food. And the food is down in the ground. And the trees need to get that food all the way up through their roots, up to the trunk of the tree, all the way to their branches, all the way out to the ends. So that water and all the food that's in it, including the sugar that we're gonna turn into maple syrup later, is called the sap from the tree. And we can actually do something really special, which is just drilling a hole in the tree, and a little bit of that sap comes out and we can collect it. And then we can turn that to maple syrup. We don't want to take too much, just a little bit, just enough so that the tree has the rest of it left to be able to make its beautiful leaves for the summertime. And we're actually pretty much ready to start, but there's a few things that we're gonna need if we want to tap a maple tree. So here's what you would need if you're gonna tap a maple tree. You need a tap, you need a bucket, and a lid. You need a drill, you need a hammer, and you need a cat. Just kidding. Okay, tree, you ready? All right, I'm gonna line up my drill just right, and then I'm gonna drill in and take it right back out. Woo. Oh man, and it's already coming. We call that running. The sap is running. And here we go. I've got my tap and my hammer. And right where that little hole was, I'm gonna put the tap in. This is just kind of like a little tube. It's a metal tube that will let the tap run from the tree into our bucket. Here we go. And I'm gonna gently tap. Hi, Suki. Oh, it's coming out. You want to get up close and see if you can get some of those drips? There it is. Drip, drip. Okay, I'm going to put a little hook on so that we can hang our bucket. This way we can collect all of that precious sap that we'll collect later so that we can turn it into maple syrup. There's a lid, that's so that the rain doesn't get in. We just want sap in here. Okay, thank you, tree. We'll see you later. That last tree that we tapped, it's still running, but there's only a tiny little bit in it. Amazingly though, all of those drips really add up to a lot of sap. Like, so much. I have a lot of trees that are tapped. This is another one of them. And it's about half full right now, so I'm going to empty it out into a bucket. Another bucket. Here we go. Can you believe there's all that sap in there? Just from all those little drips adding up. There's so much. Here we go. I'm going to take it over to the evaporator. So this is called the evaporator. And the evaporator is just a machine that makes the water come out of the sap. And it does that by boiling it. So we have to make it really, really hot by making a fire underneath. And then in this pan, we put the sap. And after a long, long, long time boiling, the water rises out as steam and it turns into maple syrup. So, I'll show you right now. This is the sap that we just brought over. I'm gonna put it in this little warming pan here. There's a tiny, wee little hole right there where it just drips out slowly, slowly over time. And it fills up the pan, but it doesn't get any higher because all that water is coming off as steam. So, in order to boil all of that sap, we have to make a fire underneath the pan that has all of the sap in it. So, right here is the door to the fire. And it's, woo! It is so hot! So, so hot. I'm gonna put some more logs on it. It's kind of burned down while we were tapping that tree. We'll get it nice and hot again. I can't touch the door with my hands because it's so, so hot. I'm gonna close it with a piece of wood here. You can see it's really nice and warm and dry here because we have Beezer and Suki who are warming up right by the fire here. It's really cozy in this spot. All right, we're gonna let this keep boiling, but how about we read some stories and sing some songs now? Here we go. Bee, are you ready? Can you see him? Okay, here we go. Zoom, zoom, zoom time. We're gonna start low because we need to blast off. Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon. Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon. If you want to take a trip, climb aboard my rocket ship. Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off! Should we do it one more time? Let's do it one more time, and this time, let's do it faster. Here we go. Okay. Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon. Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon. If you want to take a trip, climb aboard my rocket ship. Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off! Have to be careful right next to this very hot, boiling evaporator. But even so, I think I should do it one more time. This time, really, 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 really fast. Here we go. Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon. Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon. If you want to take a trip, climb aboard my rocket ship. Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off! Oh! Okay. I'm a little bit riled up, but I think I'm still ready to read a story. On the cover of this book, the letters S-T-U-C-K. This is really clever. They're stuck in the tree. Even the letters are stuck. But there are other things that are going to get stuck in this book. This book is by Oliver Jeffers. Let's check the back and see if maybe there's a little hint about what's going to happen in the story. Stuck. Ooh, this might be a little hint too. It all began when Floyd's kite became stuck in a tree. He tried pulling and swinging, but it wouldn't come unstuck. Have you ever gotten anything stuck in a tree? The trouble really began when he threw his favorite shoe to knock the kite loose. And that got stuck too. So now the kite and his favorite shoe are stuck. And like he was wearing his favorite shoe, now he's just got one shoe on. Oh, brother. Oh! So he threw up his other shoe to knock down his favorite one. And unbelievably, that got stuck as well. Oh, Floyd. Oh, I'm looking at this picture. What do you think is going to happen next? In order to knock down his other shoe, Floyd fetched Mitch. Who do you think is Mitch? If there's one thing I know about cats, like my cats Beezer and Birdie, they get stuck in trees. They're really good at going up, but they're really bad at coming back down. Uh-oh. Cats get stuck in trees all the time, but this is getting ridiculous. Floyd fetched a ladder. Oh, there we go. Okay, I think this book is almost over. Thank goodness. So what is he going to do with the ladder again? He was going to sort this out once and for all. Good. Oh no. And up he threw it. That is not how I thought he was going to use the ladder. I'm sure you can guess what happened. The ladder was borrowed from a neighbor. It wasn't even Floyd's ladder, and it would definitely need to be put back before anyone noticed. And in order to do so, Floyd flung a bucket of paint at it. Do you think that's gonna work? And wouldn't you know it, the bucket of paint got stuck. Then Floyd tried a duck to knock down the bucket of paint, a chair to knock down the duck, his friend's bicycle to knock down the chair, the kitchen sink to knock down his friend's bicycle, Floyd's front door to knock down the kitchen sink. What? Look, he even has to unscrew his door. Oh my gosh. Oh, Floyd. Uh-oh. The family car to knock down their front door. There's a little speech bubble that says, hello. The milkman to knock down the family car. Uh-oh. That little person saying hello, he's up in the tree now. That milkman is saying, did you get up here the same way? Talking to Mitch. An orangutan to knock down the milkman, who surely had somewhere else to be. Oh, brother. Oh, do you remember? We looked at the back of the book. There's a picture of that orangutan. A small boat to knock down the orangutan. A big boat to knock down the small boat. What? Look at Floyd. Oh my gosh. He is really, really strong. A rhinoceros to knock down the big boat. A long distance truck to knock down the rhinoceros. Some stuff. The house across the street to knock down the long distance truck. Oh, there's a tiny little person in this tiny house saying, Floyd? She's probably wondering, what is happening? A lighthouse to knock down the house no longer across the street, because it's up in the tree now. Hi, what are you doing? Says the whale, a curious whale in the wrong place at the wrong time to knock down the lighthouse. Whales aren't supposed to go in trees. Floyd. Look how big the letters are. I probably should say it really loud. And they all got stuck. Oh no. Oh gosh, that tree is so loaded. Woo! Uh-oh. His neighbor is saying, wait till I tell your mother. A fire engine was passing and heard all the commotion. The firefighters stopped to see if they could help at all. Oh, that's good. Firefighters are really good helpers. They'll be able to figure this out. Can we help at all? Uh-oh. And up they went. First the engine, followed by the firefighters, one by one. Oh, Floyd. They could have helped you out. It's so silly. And there they stayed, stuck between the orangutan and one of the boats. Firemen would definitely be noticed missing, and Floyd knew he'd be in big trouble. Then he had an idea. This is such a silly page. Sometimes illustrators will show a light bulb, bing, and it's kind of like when you have an idea, it feels a little bit like a light bulb just turned on. And so they'll show that idea by drawing a light bulb. But look at this. Oliver Jeffers decided to draw a light bulb, and then Floyd is grabbing the light bulb, which is really just something he's imagining in his brain. But he's really grabbing it. And guess what? He's even throwing that at the tree. Then Floyd had an idea and went to find a saw. Ooh, I don't know if I can get behind this. I'm thinking he's probably imagining cutting down the tree. That would make sense, right? I don't know. I hope he doesn't cut down a tree just to get all these things out. There are other ways you wouldn't have to cut down a tree. He lined it up as best he could and hurled it up at the tree. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm glad that he didn't cut down the tree, but that's not really gonna help, do you think? Oh, let's see. And that was it. There was no more room left in the tree, and the kite came unstuck. I actually kind of forgot that that's what he was trying to do this whole time. There was so much going on. He put so many things in that tree. But that's all it was for. He was trying to get his kite unstuck. Floyd was delighted. He had forgotten all about his kite and put it to use immediately, enjoying the rest of his day very much. That night, Floyd fell asleep, exhausted. Though before he did, he could have sworn there was something he was forgetting. Oh, one of the firefighters is saying, "Hang on a minute, lads, I've got a great idea." What do you think his idea is? Look how full that tree is. I don't know if I've ever seen a tree that could hold that many things. Love that story. It is actually so silly. Thank you for reading it with me. Hey, we should sing one more song. You know, when I'm doing a lot of sugaring, I really need these to be working. And it's a little bit cold and a little bit wet and rainy right now, so it's probably a good idea to wake up my fingers a little bit. I'm gonna do some Where Is Thumbkin. There we go. Remember, you've got to hide those hands right back there. Where is Thumbkin? Where is Thumbkin? Here I am, here I am. How are you today, sir? Very well, I thank you. Run away, run away. Where is Pointer? Where is Pointer? Here I am, here I am. How are you today, sir? Very well, I thank you. Run away, run away. Where is Tall Man? Where is Tall Man? Here I am, here I am. How are you today, sir? Very well, I thank you. Run away, run away. Where is Ringman? Where is Ringman? Here I am, here I am. How are you today, sir? Very well, I thank you. Run away, run away. Where is Pinky? Where is Pinky? Here I am, here I am. How are you today, sir? Very well, I thank you. Run away, run away. Where is family? Where is family? Here we are, here we are. How are you today, friends? Very well, we thank you. Run away, run away. How about one more story? And guess what? It's another tree book because my brain is all about trees right now. I am thinking about how much I love maple trees and how grateful I am that they give us all this beautiful sap that we can turn into maple syrup. And this book is really good about telling us all about trees, everything we need to know. And it's a new book at the library. You remember how we can tell? When we get a new book at the library, we put a special sticker on it that says N-E-W. That means new. Let's see how many times it's been checked out. Ooh, even though it's new, we got it this year, it's been checked out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 whole times. Woo! Ooh, it looks like I forgot to stamp it when I checked it out. So that means it's been checked out 7 times because I just brought it home. This book is called The Things That I Love About Trees by Chris Butterworth, illustrated by Charlotte Voake. Looks like there's a little teeny weeny squirrel right there. And here we go. Let's check. Do you think it's same? We'll check the end pages on the other side. Looks like it. Sweet chestnut, beech, birch, sycamore, hazel, oak, Scots pine. No maple though. I wonder if there's going to be a maple tree in this book. We'll see. The things that I love about trees. That looks a little bit like Beezer. It's spring! Is it spring right now? It did just turn to spring. And the thing about trees that I love in the spring is that changes begin. There are buds, like beads, getting bigger and bigger on the branches. The flower buds on this plum tree are opening into blossoms, which are buzzing with bees. Oh no, I see that one of those little bees is right by that kitty. I hope the cat doesn't try to play with it. What do you think could happen if a kitty was playing with a bumblebee or a honeybee or any kind of bee? And other buds are opening into brand new leaves. The trees are waking up. You can even see a little bird family right here. In summer, the thing about trees that I love is how big they look. This one's as wide as our building. Oh yeah, that's a big old tree. Summer trees are shady and so full of leaves that when the wind blows, they swish like the sea. The blossoms on the plum tree have all dropped now, but where each flower was, a little green plum is growing. The thing that I love about trees in the fall is how lots of them change color, from all shades of yellow to pumpkin orange and fire engine red. Ooh. This reminds me of maple trees. In fact, I think that these leaves are the shape of maple leaves. Maple trees make such beautiful colors in the fall. Do you remember seeing that in the fall? As well as bright leaves, I see tree seeds and ripe fruit, nuts for the squirrels, berries for the mice, and a sweet sticky plum for a bird. When a storm blows in, the trees rain leaves. Catch one in the air and you can make a wish. Some leaves that look tiny high up on a tree turn out to be big on the ground. Ooh, oh, here we go. Some more maple leaves. Looks like this girl is using it to cover one of her eyes, maybe. Or maybe she's looking at it really close. In winter, the thing that I love about trees is how bare they are. You can lean on the trunk and look all the way up to the top. When you touch the bark, it feels hard and rough. That's kind of what our trees look like right now. And actually, in springtime, they're gonna start putting buds on, but that will mean that I'm all done with sugaring. Everyone's all done with sugaring. The maple syrup won't taste very good anymore. So right now, I'm hoping that for a little while longer, it'll stay like this. The trees will be very bare. And when a storm comes, thrashing the branches, snapping off twigs, and rocking the trunk, the tree's roots hold it safe in the ground while it waits for the warm days of spring, when the trees will begin to wake up all over again. This book has a lot of information about trees that I didn't even read. It even has an index that takes you back through the whole book, and it tells you lots of really interesting information about trees in smaller letters. When the library is open again, you should check this book out and read it at home, because there's a lot that you can find in here. Thanks for reading that with me. Thanks so much for coming to Storytime today. I had such a good time. I miss all of you so much, and I can't wait to see you for real, hopefully soon. But in the meantime, we had a cold, rainy day outside. I'm taking a little break inside. Got a Dutch baby pancake that I'm about to eat. I'm sitting right next to a picture of my friend Garth, who taught me how to sugar. And do you know what? I'm feeling like this is a little bit too big. Oh, I know. I am gonna need some friends to help me eat this. Hey! Hi guys! Hey, do you want some pancake? Yeah, oh, okay. All right, well, we're gonna fill up and then we'll go back out there later. And let's see, I'm gonna pour myself a little sop. And of course, some beautiful maple syrup. Woohoo! Are you guys ready? Tell me when. Is that good? All right, is that good, Library Bear? Okay. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Yum. All right. Here we go.